Did I start?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, I'm Lorraine Woodruff-Long, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the quilt retreat that we're having with City College of San Francisco Extension this November in beautiful Bolinas. And I want to give you a little sense of what the space is that we're going to be in and talk a little bit about the quilt retreat itself and what you'll be learning. It's going to be a real treat. We're going to be hosting it at Commonweal Retreat Centers in Bolinas, California. Bolinas is on the California coast, just south of Point Reyes National Seashore. And where we're staying at Commonweal is up on the bluff up high above the ocean with amazing ocean views. And I'll show you a little bit about that. The Commonweal Retreat Center is a center. It's a former, actually interesting history, a former radio station from World War II that's been turned into a wonderful wellness retreat center. It has facilities designed specifically for wellness and meditation. This is a labyrinth out in front of the Pacific House where we will be staying. You can see it here in the background. And here is Pacific House. We will be alone in this space just for 16 quilters total. We only have 12 more spaces as of April now. And it's a former residence that's been turned into a wonderful retreat. This is us walking up into the space, lavender on either side, beautiful trellis with bougainvillea at the top. And the landing has this wonderful long patio terrace that we'll be spending some time in for evening happy hours and socializing. This is one side. The other side has a similar space. Just steps from where I was just showing you is we walk just a few feet, and this is one of the views that you're seeing, and I'm going to take you all the way to the Pacific Ocean. So just not even a minute is a walk to see this. This is the Point Reyes National Seashore. You can walk down to the beach, or you can stand up here on the bluff and take in the view. We'll be scheduling sunset views and sunset evenings to watch the sunset into the Pacific Ocean. Here's just, if I turned around from where I was just looking, there's beautiful little benches to take it in. It's clearly designed for taking in nature and taking in the seascape. Stepping back, this is again a view of the labyrinth, and you can see this is a wooded site with beautiful trees. We're the only ones. We will be having access to facilities, just us. This is a sauna on site that will be for our exclusive use. And you can see, walking there is beautiful, and inside it's a wonderful space to relax. So going back to the residence where we'll be staying, walking up into it, this is good. This is the living area. It has a fireplace with beautiful lighted, a lot of light. We're going to be rearranging this to have this be our sewing space. Again, it's a small retreat. Be plenty of room for everyone. And this will be our sewing space with a table for everyone. Just off the living area is the dining area. And again, another lovely space with a lot of light. And the kitchen is we don't have to do any cooking, of course, but there's a chef on site that will be preparing all of our meals, and they'll be able to accommodate any kind of special requests for vegan or gluten-free. But I'm told that the meals here are fantastic, and that was one of the reasons that we chose this wonderful spot for this retreat. Another big plus that can be unusual for some quilt retreats, everybody has their own room. So there's no bunk beds, there's no sharing beds, unless you want to pile into a twin bed with somebody. But right now, it's a single space for everyone to have their own private retreat. And they're lovely, simple, clean rooms with a lot of light. Residents and guests will be sharing a bathroom, but you can see, again, nice light and, well-kept facilities. So what are we going to be learning? So we're going to be focusing for 3 days on spontaneous curves. And these are, if you're looking at this and you're a quilter, you might be familiar with the Drunkard's Path traditional block. kind of a crazy name, isn't it, for a quilt block? But we're going to be doing spontaneous versions of these. And I'm going to show you a little bit about all the things you can do with these because these are fun to make. And there's a multitude of ways that you can arrange them. One of the things I want to show you is how you can take this is 16 blocks that I've made. And, each of them are completely different, but you can recognize them as a spontaneous version of a reference path block. But you can arrange these so many fun ways. This is the same set of blocks. Here's one way that you can do it. You can take the same set of blocks and arrange them this way and this way and make a falling water, river kind of pattern with the same set and go crazy in others. And there are more ways than what I'm showing here to arrange these, of course. But what I want to do is be able to show you that you make these blocks individually, and they can each be completely different, and you can arrange them to make them really fun. Here's me getting started on a quilt where one of the things I want to be able to teach you is how to make curves. A lot of people get really nervous about sewing curves because they think it's really hard, and I'm going to dispel you of this fear and show you how to make curved blocks that without necessarily pinning or gluing, but show you how to make them in a fun, easy way and just kind of free you of the quilt police worrying about what things are like, because really spontaneity is the fun of it. Here's what I was making before, and this is the completed quilt that I've made. It's close-ups of it, but you can kind of see how I took took a curve and then added other scraps on the other end of it. And this is the quilt that's behind me that I finished. I'm going to be showing you some more examples of that. I'm currently making a project with these blocks that look like this. And I've done a mock-up to show you how I could take that concept and what it's going to be looking like. So I should have that done by the time we have this retreat. But that's the sum of it. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the details of this event. And I'd like to introduce Mel Kleindoff, who's my supervisor from City College of San Francisco Extension, and who's made all of this possible.
We are so excited about Lorraine's workshop, and she's been teaching a lot of workshops here on campus at the John Adams Center. And we got together and we're super excited to offer this retreat. So what's the schedule like, Lorraine? Tell us a little bit about how to spend our time there.
Yeah, so we'll be arriving on, so it's from Thursday, November 20th to Sunday, November 23rd. So it's 2.5 full days of sewing and 3 nights. But you can arrive on that Thursday, and this is the Thursday before Thanksgiving, which is a lovely time in Northern California. But you can arrive as early as noon. I think afternoon you can arrive on that Thursday, and that's a great opportunity to put your stuff in the room and go for a hike, walk down to the beach, walk the premises, or just hang out. But we'll probably have a happy hour to meet everybody and meet and greet at 5 o'clock with dinner at 6. And we do want to have every evening take an opportunity to go down, walk the minute down to the ocean bluff and take in the stars. It's going to be a new moon, so it'll be a very dark evening, all 3 nights, and be able to take in the stars in a very dark location. It should be pretty wonderful. So that evening we'll take in the stars and we'll begin sewing in the next morning. So we'll have breakfast from 8 to 9, start sewing at 9:30, and the first day we're going to be spending learning how to make spontaneous curves, start practicing, kind of getting the technique down, and really just, practice making as many of those as you can. And then probably later in the afternoon, you can keep sewing up until dinner time if you want, but you could also break and go for a hike or take in the sunset. It's going to be wonderful sunsets around 5 o'clock every evening. And we'll probably have a little, and again, have happy hour every evening and take in dinner. That evening, we'd love to start sharing, having people share what they're making. I've really found with this workshop that people were so focused on making that we finished up, they would look up and say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't get a chance to see what other people are doing. That's such a great idea." So we'll do show and tell and share ideas. And then Friday, you'll have the opportunity to take some of the ideas that you've seen and start implementing them yourself. So it's more sewing, more troubleshooting, more exploring. And again, you can sew all day until dinner time, or you can take a break, go for a walk. Definitely want to take in the sunset. And after dinner, let's go look at the stars again. So on Sunday, our last day, we will again have breakfast in the morning, and we'll finish up taking a look at, exploring how you might want to lay out the blocks that you've made. And that's where you can, we all get so many ideas from others. And so it's a great chance to maybe show what you've made so far and get ideas from others for how you might want to lay them out, or maybe add to what you're doing. But you should really leave the retreat with a solid 16 or more blocks to be able to make, to have a quilt top completed, or be ready to go home and finish sewing your blocks together after you've explored different things. We'll have to finish up by noon, so there's still plenty of time to go into to check out Bolinas, which is a wonderful beach town community. There's Bolinas Museum, there's wonderful cafes. They also have an amazing beach to walk on. You could also use the afternoon to go to Point Reyes. And of course, we're only, an hour and a half away from San Francisco. If you want to, then go back into the city and have your city experience if you're coming from far away.
We're so excited. And I wanted to mention that there's also lunch and snacks. You see,
We're
you
not
don't
gonna
have to,
starve you. There will be
yeah,
lunch.
don't
Oh
have to
yes,
skip.
there will be lunch. I forgot to say every day there is lunch, and we will of
Yes,
course have snacks and happy hour, and you can bring your own drinks should you choose. I'll have a few
yes.
there.
Yeah,
Yes, all three
and
meals.
yes, all three meals, snacks, coffee. You don't have to do your dishes, which is like my
No, the
idea
best
of a
part.
retreat. Yes.
Yes, before you go
And
have to cook for somebody for a Thanksgiving dinner, treat yourself here.
yeah. So we'll have lots of links in the description for everyone to check out on the town of Bolinas. We'll go to Lorraine's page, Instagram, and just see more about and you can contact us at City Extension just to find out any other questions. But Lorraine, what are you most excited about the retreat? Can you share
I'm
with
just so
us?
excited. The location is amazing. I'm looking forward to, to a wonderful experience. The thing that I love the best about teaching is teaching somebody a method and just seeing all the completely different ways people make things. So I'm really excited to have an extended amount of time to be able to walk with people over a period of days to see what they create. Often it's a one-day thing, and we move off, and I sometimes see what they do. So I'm just really excited for people to get, to get a chance to create something. It's really going to be a treat in the location. And I also wanted to add that, one of my teaching philosophies is really to make it easy and be fearless about it, and not have to worry about things being perfect. It's really all about being creative and spontaneous and improvisational.
Well, thank you so much. We're so excited. Again, we will have links for everyone to contact Lorraine, to contact myself and my coworker, Vanessa Marsh, with any questions about the retreat, or if you want to do the payment plan. And then there's also a discount available. There's a discount code for my treat, and that will give you 10% off of the workshop. And we
Or
hope to
June 30th.
before June 30th. So we are really looking forward to seeing you, and please contact us with any questions.
Yes.
Thanks
Hope
again.
you'll come.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you so much.
Thanks, Mel. Bye.
Bye.